Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're building AI applications, you've almost certainly hit that frustrating wall where your large language model just hallucinates. And usually, it's simple because it lacks the right context. Well, today, we are moving way past standard RAG. We're going to walk through a practical blueprint for building a highly accurate, expert-emulating GraphRAG system using what is, frankly, the ultimate stack, Neo4j and LangChain. Let's get right into it.
Here's our rapid-fire agenda for today. We'll start with the vector RAG problem, map out our architecture setup, orchestrate the LangGraph pipeline, extract our Neo4j schema, dive into prompting for text to cipher, and wrap up with execution and optimization.
Okay, Section 1, the vector RAG problem. Let's quickly establish exactly why standard retrieval falls short when things get complex.
So the core limitation of standard RAG really comes down to its reliance on vector embeddings. When you rely solely on similarity search, your system is just looking for semantic closeness. But what happens if an answer requires connecting the dots across multiple, totally disconnected documents? Well, vector search completely misses the forest for the trees. It's prone to incomplete retrieval. GraphRAG, on the other hand, solves this beautifully. It maps exact structural connections and organizes your knowledge into meaningful clusters. This means our AI agent can traverse the data with deterministic precision.
Moving to Section 2, GraphRAG architecture setup. Let's take a look at the blueprint.
In a real production environment, your data ingestion pipeline has to handle a lot, right? Both highly structured databases and messy, unstructured documents. We use LangChain's document loaders to parse text, extract entities, and define relationships. And then, all of that is mapped directly into our Neo4j Knowledge Graph ecosystem. So when a user queries the system, we aren't just doing a fancy keyword search over text. We are retrieving rich context from an interconnected data model. This ensures the LLM's response is grounded in actual, verified database relationships.
All right, Section 3, LangGraph pipeline orchestration. Let's literally walk through a day in the life of a query.
Now, to orchestrate the flow of our user's question, we bring in LangGraph. If you haven't used it, think of LangGraph as a state machine. It uses a shared state object, which is honestly a lot like a global whiteboard in a meeting room. Instead of just passing variables linearly through a basic LangChain chain, we define a state graph. Different specialized agents can walk up to this whiteboard, read what's already there, process their specific chunk of logic, and then write their new results back for the next agent. It allows for incredibly complex cyclical reasoning.
And when you're actually writing the code, you construct this pipeline as a directed graph. Each node you see here is simply a discrete Python function. You've got one for intent detection, another one for cipher generation, and so on. And the edges? Those are conditional routing logic. This means your query pipeline isn't just some rigid straight line, it dynamically branches out based on the LLM's evaluation of the state, turning the whole thing into a true reasoning engine.
Let's trace a single question's journey through this implementation. Step 1, intent detection classifies exactly what the user is trying to achieve. Step 2, schema extraction pulls the specific Neo4j database rules needed. Step 3, text to cipher, translates that intent into executable code. And finally, Step 4, query execution, fetches the data. I can tell you from experience, breaking this into a multi-step LangGraph pipeline drastically reduces hallucinations compared to a naive, single-prompt RAG approach.
Which brings us to Section 4, extracting the Neo4j schema. Here's how we prepare that database blueprint for the LLM.
Okay, listen up because here's an absolutely crucial production tip for performance optimization. Whatever you do, do not just dump your entire raw Neo4j schema into the LLM context window. It wastes tokens and completely degrades accuracy. Instead, implement a configuration-based transformation approach. In LangChain, we pull the schema, but we use what are called skip lists to filter out all the internal node IDs and technical noise. Then, and this is key, we enrich that filtered schema with clear, business-level descriptions. We provide domain-specific context so the AI understands exactly what every single node represents.
Section 5, prompting text to cipher. Let's get into the actual code generation.
Now we reach the critical phase where the system converts the user's intent into an optimized Neo4j cipher query. And for our prompt engineering, we apply a very specific tactic. We literally force the LLM to output a JSON reasoning field before it is allowed to write a single line of cipher code. By instructing the model to explain its traversal plan first, we are forcing a chain of thought. This gives the AI time to essentially think, which drastically reduces syntax errors and ensures it picks the correct graph path before it tries to execute anything. We manage all of this dynamically using LangChain prompt templates. At runtime, our configuration provider feeds expert system instructions, the optimized graph schema we just talked about, and highly specific concrete query examples into the pipeline. This is few-shot prompting at its best. By feeding the LLM well-crafted examples of user questions paired with perfect cipher queries, the model adapts to your custom graph structure incredibly fast.
Finally, Section 6, Execution and Optimization. It's time to actually retrieve the answer.
So the formulated query is ready, but our agent needs the right tools to retrieve the context. To build a truly robust system, we implement hybrid search using 3 primary tools. First up, a semantic retriever. That's your standard vector similarity search, acting as a fallback for unstructured data. Second, a knowledge graph retriever, which executes precise cipher querying for entities and structured data. And third, a specialized KG document retriever that uses exact text-paired graph relationships to find exactly where 2 entities interact within the source text. LangGraph dynamically selects the best tool for the job.
And how does this all come together? It's all orchestrated inside a ReACT, or Reason and Act loop. The agent essentially emulates a human expert. It iteratively reasons about the user's question, decides which of our hybrid search tools to use, observes the output from the Neo4j database, and updates the shared state. Actually, if the database returns insufficient data, it doesn't just fail, it loops back and tries the vector fallback. It only stops when sufficient context is gathered to provide a rock-solid answer.
We've covered the complete architectural walkthrough today, from escaping the limits of standard vectors to dynamically routing query pipelines with LangGraph, right down to optimizing cipher generation in Neo4j. Equipped with this practical blueprint, how will you implement your own expert reasoning AI agent to finally move beyond standard RAG? The stack is absolutely ready for you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and have fun building those GraphRAG applications.